Fog clung to the cobblestone streets of Ravenswood like a shroud, the moon's feeble glow barely piercing the dense veil. Detective Clara Marlowe tightened her trench coat around her as she approached the wrought iron gates of Ashcroft Manor. It was a place steeped in legend, where secrets festered and shadows whispered of old sins. She was met at the door by the somber butler, Mr. Graves, his face a mask of worry. "Thank you for coming, Detective. Lady Ashcroft is waiting for you in the study." Clara followed him through the dimly lit corridors, her eyes scanning the opulent yet eerily quiet mansion. Portraits of stern ancestors seemed to watch her every move, their eyes following her with silent accusation. In the study, Lady Evelyn Ashcroft stood by the fireplace, her silhouette framed by the flickering flames. She turned as Clara entered, her face pale and drawn. "Detective Marlowe," she greeted, her voice a strained whisper. "My daughter, Annabelle, has gone missing. She vanished from her room last night, and there's been no word." Clara nodded, her mind already racing. "Any signs of a struggle? Any threats or unusual occurrences recently?" Evelyn hesitated, then gestured to a mahogany desk. "There was this," she said, handing Clara a crumpled piece of paper. Unfolding it, Clara read the chilling message scrawled in crimson ink: "The sins of the past demand payment. Blood for blood." Her gaze sharpened. "Do you recognize this handwriting?" Lady Ashcroft shook her head. "No, but there's a family legend. My great-grandfather, Edward Ashcroft, wronged someone terribly. They say his ghost haunts us, seeking revenge." Clara frowned, skepticism warring with curiosity. "Legends are one thing, but this feels very real. I need to see Annabelle's room." As they climbed the grand staircase, Clara's thoughts churned. The stakes were high, finding Annabelle quickly was crucial. If this was a kidnapping, each passing minute decreased the chances of a safe return. In the girl's room, nothing seemed amiss at first glance. But Clara's keen eyes spotted a small, intricately carved box partially hidden under the bed. She opened it to find an old locket with a faded photograph inside. "Who is this?" she asked, showing the locket to Evelyn. Lady Ashcroft's face went ashen. "That's Edward Ashcroft." "And the woman?" "I don't know her." Just then, a low, mournful wail echoed through the manor, chilling them both to the bone. Clara's heart pounded as she turned to Evelyn. "Stay here," she ordered, moving towards the sound. She followed the wail to the attic, a place thick with dust and the scent of decay. The creaking door revealed a room cluttered with forgotten relics. And there, amidst the shadows, was Annabelle, her eyes wide with terror, her wrists bound with rope. Clara rushed to her, cutting the bonds. "Annabelle, it's okay. You're safe now." But before she could ask more, a figure emerged from the darkness, an old woman, her eyes burning with madness. "The Ashcrofts must pay," she screamed, lunging at Clara with a knife. Clara dodged, disarming her with practiced ease. "Who are you?" she demanded, pinning the woman to the floor. "Margaret Alloway," the woman spat. "Edward Ashcroft ruined my family, and now his descendants must suffer." Clara's eyes softened with understanding but remained resolute. "Justice isn't served through more pain. Your fight is over." As the authorities took Margaret away, Clara turned to Lady Ashcroft and Annabelle, who clung to her mother. "It's done," she said softly. "The ghosts of the past are finally laid to rest." The fog outside began to lift, the first light of dawn breaking through, signaling a new beginning for the Ashcroft family and a closure to their haunted legacy.